So now just gonna connect the two ends of the pipe, so there's no real reason for you to sit here and watch me do that all day. So we'll come back to you when we got everything kind of set up.
Hey! Am I supposed to hold something?
Oh, okay.
Really? What? Where's...
Oh, finally. I haven't seen that thing in like...
I don't know, I found it. Spark him up!
Sparky, alright.
Shotgun. So let this cool down. We'll feed the armor flux in from that side. And then, things.
Cool.
Things are happening.
Stuff and things.
We can braze if we want to. We can connect your pipe together. Nah, it's men without hats. Safety dance, man. Come on.
That's it.
Alrighty. Change out Mammy here for this guy. We go to town.
Okay, it's very bright, so it's kind of hard to see the viewfinder. So we were here till like 8 o'clock finishing up those evaporators. We couldn't get these two running because we were held up by rain. It started pouring last night. So back here the next day just to start up these last two. We need to charge this unit and that far unit down the end. put the dryers in there, vacuum charge. Everything's all set up on the roof. Everything is wired. Actually, I got my my clamp there, so I just need to clamp that liquid line down to that piece of unistrut. The other truck that's coming just got me the side beam hangers. I'm gonna put a side beam hanger like right in the middle here with a strap clamp around this this suction line here, just to give it a little bit of extra support. I mean, it's pretty stiff, but I just want something there in case you trip into it, you don't kind of bend it and snag it off there. Just give it a little support. Drilled the holes yesterday. The bolts are in that other truck that's on its way, so we're just gonna bolt these suckers down. We drilled through, and right now what we need to do is install our dryer core. So I should be living in here with the electrical. Alrighty, here's my dryer core, but I just wanted to show you how this is wired. This right here is just a convenience outlet. That's what those wire nuts are. We had to cut the wires to get it out rather than taking apart that box that's a little rusted. We just snip the wires. These are some extras that they ran for control wires if they ever used it on the old units. And here is my power feed in. So this is 460 volt, but all my controls are 208. So what we have is a 460 volt to 208 volt transformer here. This transformer takes care of all my controls. So this is what goes through my high pressure switch, low pressure switch. There's also a circuit board on the side of this compressor, an oil safety on it, and we wired in a time clock with these because they'll go into defrost at different times. And that's it. So that 208 volt circuit feeds everything through this terminal block. Will feed the time clock, like I said, all those controls, and also pull my contactor in and out. And that 460 volts is just feeding my compressor and both condensed fan motors. So now what we need to do is install our dryer core. So let me get you around the other side. Alright, sorry if glare is kind of getting you here, but nothing I can do about the sun right now. It's actually 70 degrees and great out today. So this is your filter dryer container, and it takes a dryer core. So right now we're just gonna take all these bolts out here. Here's our spring, and this is our dryer basket that holds our core. And here's the core. It comes in a little coffee can, just like an old coffee can or tuna can. It's got a key. You just find the tab like that, put your key in there, and you just open it up. Okay, so inside of here is going to be a dryer core and a gasket set. So here is your core, and here's a gasket set. I hope I'm in frame. I can't tell because it's really bright out. So what I'm going to do right now is put that down, set that back in the can. This right here will unscrew. And the way this works is refrigerant will come out through this center hole here. It'll go around the desiccant dryer and through the strainer in the middle, and that'll filter out any particles or anything and not allow them to get in the system. So we unscrew this all the way without dropping it. And we take our dryer core, and sometimes there's loose desiccant on there. It's not that huge of a thing, but I just quickly take and just wipe it off. You can blow it off with some nitrogen if you got it too. Just get any of the loose stuff off. It's not going to end up in the system because it's not going to make it through that screen, but you don't want it to clog the screen. So get it all off. Core sits in there. Your top plate. Alright, that's better. Alright, you don't have to Hercules it, just get her nice and snug. And she slides in there. Okay. And then just tighten her up. Yeah. Yeah, ready? Go. Alrighty. That's sucked through as much as it's going to take.
Alright, we taking bets on what do you got rotation right? Alright, go ahead. Rotation's correct. Went away. There's the other fan. We got bubbles. Alright, just gonna charge until that's clear.
Alright, all done. They're all running. All the way down. All done. And there's low speed when it comes down the top. Okay, so now the job is 100% done. Both of those outer units are running. Both the inner units were running before. That box is designed for double redundancy on the refrigeration, so they actually need only 2 of those units to run to keep below 43s in that entire box. Each coil is about 113, 114,000 BTUs, so they're pretty big. And those fan motors, like I said, speed up and slow down depending on the call for cooling, and there's also a motor controller with a temperature sensor in there too. Wasn't too bad to do. Took us about a total of 2 full days to do. We were there for 2 days from 8 to 8, and then about 3 half days. So wasn't hard to do. It was just logistically kind of a pain in the butt, and we had to have a sprinkler company come in to drain sprinklers, because of course the sprinkler heads were right above where we were brazing, so couldn't risk setting those suckers off. But everything's running, everything's doing what it's supposed to be doing. The only thing we have to do is we have to just come back for some housekeeping things. We just need to clamp some, put some extra clamps on some lines. We just didn't like the way that some of the original line sets were hung. We just gotta put a brace on them. Nothing too big, which we're gonna just sneak by there one day next week and just pop those in. And I have to drill one more unit. We didn't drill 1 unit for bolts yet, so I gotta do 1 more. But other than that, we're 100% up and running. And in this video, I had the GoPro head mount. It was an older GoPro that I was using, so it's not stabilized, so it might be a little bit shaky. But if you guys kind of like that footage and the way that came out, just let me know down in the comments. And you know, if I like the way it looks, we'll look into getting a nicer GoPro unit with some stabilization. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next one.